Gonzalez gone. Dominic Smith up. I don't have the Met lineup yet. Reyes is still with the team. And it sounds like Alonso and McNeil are being elevated from AA to AAA in the next couple of days. And then after that, I guess, you can wait and see whether they get, when and if they get, brought to the majors. Rob in Colsneck, what's up, Rob?
Hey, Mike, I just wanted to talk to you about why I think that the analysts who are saying how much money can be generated from the gambling is well overstated, because the average bettor, the guy who likes to bet, say, just on a particular Sunday during football season, he's going to want to wake up in his house. He's going to want to either go on the computer or on the phone. He's not going to want to put money up, per se, to make his bets. He's going to want to run his account like all week. And, so I don't really see those people driving 40 minutes to an hour to go sit in a casino all day long and make their bets. Or are they going to go 15 minutes away to a bar and go hang out with their friends?
Well, they're going to be online soon. I mean, you will be up online within 30 days.
I know, but they also, I think a lot of these guys like to run tabs, basically.
Well, listen, there's no way. You've never ever heard me say that they were going to put the bookmakers out of business. They're never going to put them out of business, because most guys want credit, and they are not equipped to give credit. Now, they'll be equipped to take credit cards, but they also will keep the law on the credit cards where it'll be a limit. It will be a very small limit that you'll be able to run up on your credit card. You will not be able to put a big number. I doubt at one setting you would be able to put more than $1,000 on your credit card ever at one setting. I don't think they'll allow it, because they don't want to create problem gamblers. So if you go in with cash, you got cash. That's up to you. But if you can make any bet you want within limits. But they will not allow you, I don't think, to put a transaction on your credit card bigger than $1,000. So so from that standpoint, you're right, and there's no way. I actually think the bookmakers could get bigger because of this, but I do think there are a lot of different ways that the state, and I don't see the Fed. I thought originally that the NFL, Major League Baseball, basketball would get Congress involved quickly. I'm hearing that they won't be able to. And with that being the case, then I think that with them not able to do that, to me, the interesting thing is how each state gets creative, the kind of things that they really can do that will be interesting to people is if they create, and this is where, if the states are smart, they will take people who really understand this, okay, and let them create games that would attract people. And there are games. If I created a game for you that plays into your football or basketball or baseball expertise, and you could, for a $20 or $50 in total, have a chance to win big money based on how you play it, that will be an exciting play for you, okay? That will be a very exciting play for the average guy. And I think you can create something where the payoffs are not $1 in a dream like the lottery, where the odds are you got a better chance of getting hit by lightning, but that if you have a skill, there will be a game. I could create 10 games in 15 minutes if they gave me 15 minutes to do it. And those games, if created properly, will be very enticing to the public. And what's good about them is the bookmakers don't have the same games. They don't have the mechanism. They don't like coupled bets. They don't like the chance of you winning a lot with a little. They frown on that. They don't want that. They want you to bet dollar for dollar. They really want you to pay 11 for 10 is what they want you to do. So they want that bet. They don't want this other bet. And this other bet is where the states, if they're imaginative, will make their money. And to me, that's the smart part here. And if the states are smart, and I don't know if they are, but if one of them got smart, I mean, all they got to do is find someone who knows what they're talking about in this stuff. I can create a game in 15 minutes for you. Like, let's say I create a game where you get to pick 5 players tonight in the major leagues. All right? And if your 5 players, based on numeric totals, have better offensive numbers for the night than any other 5 players, you win $50,000. And the fee is $10 to get in. People will buy that. They'll play it like crazy. They will play it all night. And you can create different ones. You can create ones that pay $10,000, that pay $5,000. But if you give the average guy a chance to win $5,000 for his $10, he's going to do it. So I don't see them conquering the world with the guy betting 20 grand on a game. The guy's going to bet 20 grand on a game is going to bet it with the bookmaker. He doesn't want anybody to have a record of it, number one. Number two, he doesn't want to deal with whatever the government's got to do to deal with that. He doesn't want to deal with that. And he doesn't want to have to grab $22,000 and take it down there and put it through the window. So that guy's going to bet with the guy in the corner. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's fine. There's nothing, but they're not going to get that bet. Nor do they need to. Frank in Verona. What's up, Frank?
Hey, Mike, I'm really looking forward to the Open at Shinnecock.
Yeah, so am I. I am very much looking forward to it. I like, it's fun. It's a fun weekend. I love Sunday where I can sit down and, I have a big advantage because my wife's a golf freak, so she'll watch every minute of it, too. So I don't have any issues with it we'll all watch the golf. So I love sit down on Sunday, watch them tee off on the first hole and watch 18 holes of the leaders on Sunday,
This golf course is going to be brutally difficult.
Yeah, I watched it last night on the Golf Channel. They went hole by hole, and I watched all 18 holes, and some of the holes are absolutely brutal.
We haven't gotten a lot of rain in the last few weeks. It's going to be, the greens are going to be like rocks.
Well, did you see Jeff Smith, who I've talked about on this show before, took a ball on 18 and it rolled right off he took it in the back of the green and it rolled completely off the green, off the front. He just rolled the ball and you see where it landed? It went about 200 feet away.
That's the point I was going to make, Mike, is that when we're looking to handicap this particular tournament, I want to look for players that are good scramblers. I don't think distance is going to be a factor here. Obviously, you have to hit fairways.
You got to hit fairways. You got to hit fairways, number one. So I agree with you. You got to hit fairways, and then you want scramblers. You want Spieth. But the thing is Spieth's been in a putting slump.
He hasn't been putting well.
No, he's been in a putting slump. He's a great putter who has been in a slump. He's the perfect kind of scrambler for that course. I'll give you another guy. I think Patrick Reed could play well this week here.
I've got a name that's about 150 to 1 right now.
Yeah, let me hear him. I love this. I love to pick long shots in golf, so I will pick 5 for you tomorrow, but I love to pick long shots in golf. What do you like?
Adam Hadwin, Canadian.
I know him. I know he is.
Great around the greens. He's 150 to 1. I mean, we can have a lot of fun with a couple guys like that this week.
Okay, give me another one.
I like Dustin Johnson. I know
he's the favorite, though. He's the favorite, though. You know that.
Justin Rose. But if I had to pick one long shot, I go Adam Hadwin as a super long shot.
The 3 favorites are Dustin Johnson is 7.5 to 1. The second favorite is Rory at 10 to 1, and the third favorite is Justin Rose at 12 to 1. Those are the 3 favorites for the tournament right now. And then you have Spieth, and all your regular customers. Then Fowler. Then you have Stenson. You have Day. You have both Phil and Tiger are both around 20 to 1. Reed's 30 to 1, and then outside of the first 10 guys, you're past 30 to 1 already. That's why. Hey, it's hard to pick a guy to win the tournament. You know that. Very hard. But you can also pick top 5. You can also pick top 10. You can also pick top American. You can pick top European. You can pick top Australian. They got all these categories where you can have some fun with it if you like to play around with that. Mike in Verona, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike, listening to the governor, I actually think he's kind of overestimating how much money AC is going to bring in. I'm 10 minutes away from the Meadowlands. AC is not going to be a destination for me to go gamble.
No, I don't think they mean you. I don't think they mean you so much. I think they mean people who aren't 10 minutes from one of the stops,
But I think having gambling at the racetracks kind of hurts AC because the majority of New Jerseyans live closer to a racetrack than they do to AC.
Okay.
And I don't see too many people that are going to say, hey, let's go to AC for the weekend.
You might be right.
Sports gamble. I think they're just going to go there and, hey, while I'm here, let me put $10 on the Yankees tonight.
You might be right, Mike. I'm not an AC expert. I've never been an AC frequenter. I've never been a guy who I always go to Mohegan Sun. If I go somewhere, and I've always had a relationship with the Mohegan Sun, so I've not gone to other places. I've not been an AC guy. I don't know AC very well, so I know my way around. But if you ask me what order the hotels are in, I couldn't tell you. So you might be right. I'm not going to argue that point because I don't know the answer. I don't know what it's going to mean to the casinos. To AC. I know that they were hoping this would help AC a lot. I don't know if it will or it won't. I think if they put listen, if you put major acts down there, if you put good entertainment down there, and then have the sports betting, it's a bonus. It's a big bonus, yes. Washington lineup tonight. Eaton, Turner, Harper, Rendon, Murphy. Oh, Murphy's in the lineup. Murphy's the DH tonight. It was his first game back, right? All right, so Murphy's in the lineup tonight, just in time for the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, all right? Reynolds, Taylor, Severino, Defoe, and Rourke is on the mound tonight. So Murphy's in the lineup, batting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, and the DH tonight. Daniel Murphy back in action. What was Murphy's injury? I don't even remember. What was it? What was wrong with him? It was a knee injury? I don't remember what his injury was that kept him out all this time. Was it knee? Well, whatever it was, Murphy is back in the lineup this evening for the first time this year. So it makes it a lot longer lineup, this evening when Murphy's in the lineup. Makes it, especially with the friendly confines, Murphy could be very tough there this evening. So Murphy in action tonight. Rourke against CeCe. I gave you the Yankee lineup already. Gaudy, Judge, Bird, Stanton, DH, Didi, Hicks, Walker at third, Romine catching. So Sanchez and Andujar get the day off, and Torres followed by CeCe. Had Sergio on his right knee. Okay. Nate in New York. What's up, Nate?
Hey, Mike. Just curious, does the Tanaka injury add any kind of sense of urgency for the Yankees getting another pitcher?
Might. It could be. Depends how long he's out. Also depends how these guys pitch next go-round. So I think it could. The Yankees have to keep their eye on the race with the Red Sox. They don't want to lose the division. So they want to win this division if they possibly can. It's a motivation. So, yes, I think that could be. They'll obviously look at youngsters. The question is, how they do. You give everybody 1 or 2 times around and then see. But with each passing week, you move another team a little farther from a destination. And right now, if you look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teams that are 6 games out or more. That number will start to increase. As it starts to increase, now you have more opportunities to look at teams that may be able to send you a pitcher. So I think with each week in June into the early parts of July, you start to see the people say, okay, not my year. Not my year. Not my year. So as that happens, you add pitches to the pool. Tony joins us. What's up, Tony?
Mike, I don't know what to expect from Dominic Smith when he comes up.
I wouldn't expect much, really, to be honest with you.
Well, when they brought him up last year, he was hitting .330 in the minors. Yeah. Kevin Long got his hands on him and totally wrecked him.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, he told him you have to pull the ball.
Yeah, but I don't blame. I don't blame batting instructors for guys failing. I really don't.
I know you don't. I heard you yesterday, but Dom, he actually lives in our development.
I don't think he's a big-time prospect and never did. I don't think he is. I'm much more interested in Alonso and what he can do.
Alonso played here all year last year. He hit .280.
Well, this year he's in Double-A. He's got 15 homers, hitting .350.
He's hitting .310.
So the bottom line is the guy's hitting well. So if he can hit, let me see him. I've seen Smith. Give Smith a chance. He's here. Let Smith do something. I don't see Smith. I watched Smith play last year. I was not impressed. I was not impressed by anything he did, to be honest with you. He wasn't in good shape, number one.
He was in terrible shape.
He didn't field the position well, and I wasn't impressed by him offensively at all. So, I don't think Smith's a big-time prospect. I think Rosario's got a future. I don't think Smith's a big-time player. So we will see. Maybe he'll come back this time and show us something. If he does, so fine. Now's his opportunity. And you know what? I don't care what Alonso hit along the way. Guys blossom. Give him a chance. Let's see what he does. He's got power. Now they'll move him to AAA. Let's see what he can do. I don't worry about what a guy hits in the minor leagues. I don't care. I've seen plenty of guys come out of the minor leagues and hit better in the majors than they did in the minors. I just want to see if the guy is any good. That's all. We'll see him, give him a chance, and we'll see what happens. I think sometime this year you give a guy a chance up here and see what he is. He's going on 24 years old. He's not a baby. Let's see what he can do. If he can't do it, he can't do it. You get someone else. Bill in Marlboro, what's up, Bill?
Hey, Mike, just two quickies. I was out at the U.S. Open. If you do that airport bus thing, it's not bad.
No, we're talking about the players. Listen, I'm not worried about fans getting there. We were talking about the players getting there.
Yeah, no, I understood that.
The players aren't taking any trains or buses, okay? They got to drive into the course, and they're going crazy about they can't get to the course.
It's a mess. The town's a mess. Hey, Mike, you described the game on the betting. That sounded a little like daily fantasy. Is daily fantasy?
No, it doesn't have to be
that.
It doesn't have to be just like. I was just giving you one example. There's a million examples of what you can do, and it could be a little that way, but not set up exactly the same way. But you could do a bunch of different. My point is, you can do combination wagers that will create maximum odds for minimum payout, which is what the racetracks do. When they try to give you pick sixes and they try to give you triples and superfectas so that you can make money without putting a lot of money in. Sure, the big better still goes there and bets, $2,000 to win on a 10-to-1 horse. Fine. That guy has his betting, but the other guy has his betting. And there's got to be something. And the attraction for a lot of people can be for a little wager, a maximum payout. That's where they can get creative with sports. Now, the NFL, they don't even have to do that. Just wheel out the card. I mean, they're going to get action. We know that. So, but if you want to create some things that'll, you could create something with a carryover. You could create an NFL product with a carryover that really had a big payout to it where, you had to pick, all right, let's say you had to pick 6 NFL games against the spread that week. There'll be plenty of weeks where nobody picks 6 out of 6. Be plenty of weeks. And you just carry it over. And you might pay off a portion of the pool at 5 out of 6. But the point is, 6 out of 6, you carry over. Same thing. You could do that with football, and it would be enormously popular. And those are the wages that put the money not into the bookmakers, because they don't want those kind of wages. That puts that money into your coffers. So that's where they can create those kind of games. And a lot of them, some easy where the payouts are smaller, some larger where you got some ones that could have carryover effect. And you get a lot of action on those games. John in Staten Island. What's up, John?
Hey, Mike. How are you?
What's happening?
I have a quick question. Now that with the legalized gambling, could you imagine the amount of uproar and the amount of calls you would have taken when people saw LeBron come out with that cast on his hand? Do you think the NBA or other leagues are going to have to change the way they report injuries?
No, I don't. I think there will be at times outcries about certain things. There's just no way around it. The league's going to have to turn a deaf ear to it because it is going to get the one thing that they've always feared is there being this outcry about whether their games are on the level. They just have to go about making sure their games are on their level, policing not so much their players as it is policing the people around the sport. That's really the people they have to police, especially the officials, because the officials are more corruptible than the players are because the players make a lot of money. Because to fix a game, you got to fix the star, and the stars now in our sports make too much money to fix. They can't be fixed because they make too much money. No one's going to throw away a career for a couple of $1 million when you make, $50 million a year or $30 million a year or $25 million a year. You're not going to throw your career away for $1 million. So that's why the player's not corruptible anymore.
I know in the NFL there's an injury report. Is there such a thing in the NBA?
No, there is not.
It's only
in the NFL, and the NFL does it so that people don't sell it.
Right.
The NFL, and it's not official in the NBA and in the NFL anyway, as you know. It's not. It's never been official. But the idea was they wanted to control it rather than have somebody else try to control it, because people would try to sell information in the NFL. They'd say you'd have a guy have a service saying, "I have the injury. I know who's playing and who's not." Listen, when people tell you that, they don't know. I'm telling you. A lot of times the coaches don't even know if a guy's going to play or not. Adam in Staten Island. What's up, Adam?
Hey, Mike. Mike, talking about out-of-shape players, I think that it's not getting enough attention. Cespedes is completely out of shape, and I think it has a lot to do with his injuries.
You think he's out of shape?
If you YouTube Mike Cespedes 2015 and look at him on YouTube and look at that
Cespedes doesn't have a weight problem though.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm telling you, if you YouTube Cespedes 2015 and you look at him and you look at him this year, it's daunting, the difference.
Really?
It's
I would have to. You'd have to show me that. I mean, someone would have to show me a side by side. I've never seen Cespedes look heavy or out of shape at all. He's a muscular guy. I've never seen that. So I don't know about that. You would have to show me that. You'd have to show me where Cespedes is out of shape. I have not seen that in any way. And listen, he's got injury problems. He's got problems with his legs. Usually it's from being too muscular where you have that. I mean, Ricky Henderson had that problem. He has a problem from just having too many muscles, really, more than anything else. I've never seen him. I mean, you guys ever see Cespedes look heavy in any way? I never have.
I never thought he looked out of shape.
No, I always thought he looked.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen that. I've never seen anything that even approached that for Cespedes, to be honest with you. Now, again, I didn't see him at the minor league camp the other day, but I would doubt he looked heavy. He's never looked like he's out of shape. I mean, the guy's always been very fit. He just, he has leg problems he has a lot of problems with the injuries with the muscles in his legs. And for whatever reason, he just can't get it right. I mean, now who knows when he's going to play? I have no idea. When they go back to Port St. Lucie, that's a problem. That is not a good sign. That's almost like starting over, back after this.